Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Imperishable Night. So, last time we tackled the main game, and now we're going to go ahead and tackle the extra stage. So, I'm going to be going as the Netherworld team because they're pretty awesome. So, what is a Netherworld team? Obviously, it's going to be our PCB characters, Yomu and Yuyuko, and they're really good shot types. Yuyuko has a really godlike spread, which can just destroy stages. And Yomu has this interesting aiming thing going on with her shot, where you can aim anywhere on the screen. And might sound like a hassle to use, but it's actually pretty useful in many sections. So yeah. So the stage itself is pretty self-explanatory. Just try to kill things as soon as possible, because if you don't, then you'll get flooded by bullets. Like, this stage is probably like impossible to like fully pacify because it's like so crazy if you don't shoot. Anyway, yeah. Just making use of Yuyuko's awesomeness. Over here, I can just use this shot to kill both sides of the screen. I can just aim. And then I'll trivialize this part too, because Yomu's awesome. Alright, and then the final swoop before the mid-boss, which is just aim stuff. And for this stage in particular, I'm not going to go for no miss, no bomb, by the way, because there's a certain non-spell on the boss that's like really hard, and anyone who's played this knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm not going to do a bunch of restarts just for that non-spell. And yeah, our mid-boss, it is Kane, although she looks different. That's because she's a werewolf now, because she basically... werewolves, they go like berserk in the full moon and change forms, and that's what's happening to Kane. So yeah, her spells are weird, like they're like mostly memorization, which is really odd. I guess it's not really odd for an extra mid-boss, but yeah, basically just memorize them. They're not really that hard. The second one I guess is a little bit threatening because like you have stuff coming from behind you, which can be a little bit annoying, but there's a clear like pattern going on, so if you can adjust to the pattern, then you know what's coming and you know how to deal with things, and yeah, it's not too bad. The third spell is like kind of like the first spell, but like remixed, I guess. I don't know. It's the same concept, except the bullets have a different layout. So, oh, and by the way, you know that gimmick where Kane changes the speed of her bullets whether you're unfocused or focused? She still does that. So be wary if you just switch between focus and unfocus. And that was it for the mid-boss. It's not really a difficult mid-boss appearance. I'm just trying to make use of Yomu's homing and utterly failing. Oh well, it doesn't matter. These don't fire that many bullets anyway. Alright, this section is completely trivial because these fairies have so many familiars that if you just kill the fairy itself, all the bullets it fires will just completely go into time orbs, which I really like though. It's really cool. This part is weird. This part is weird. It's streaming, but like, I don't know. I think it's weird despite its streamable properties. During the shot of this pink wave, don't move, because if you don't move, then they'll create clear gaps. But if you move around a lot, you could mess with the formation of those bullets. Alright. Now for another aim section before the Death Fairy. Okay, so the Death Fairy is static, it's just memorization. It's the same repetitive motion over and over again. So once you learn the pattern, it's really not that challenging. There is like a little safe spot you can do if you're the border team, where you stay on the very left side of the screen. You can also do this weird thing where you spin around the fairy right next to it, like, but Alright, well anyway, now for the boss. So, the plot of this is basically that Kaguya sent us to the forest to do a trial of guts, which is really just a red herring because, well, she actually just wants us to fight this character, Moko. So Moko is an immortal like Kaguya, who's been alive for like 1,000 years, and for some reason they're like mortal enemies because like Kaguya sent Moko's father on some impossible request or something like that, and Moko has a revenge, so... yeah, it's kind of weird that Kaguya is sending us out to fight Moko, considering she can't kill Moko, and basically that means we can't kill Moko either, so it's just, I don't know. Anyway, the point is that we now have a battle ahead of us, so let's just go ahead and get into it and see what she has in store for us. So yeah, her nons all revolve around these amulet bullets. We saw those when we fought Reimu. They're not too bad until later on, but anyway, first spell. Okay, Ishikawa's Moon Curse, or whatever this is called. It's static and memorization, so all you have to do is just go into spell practice and memorize a root. This is what I usually do, and it usually dies pretty quickly. She's not dead yet, though. Okay, there we go. I'm used to playing as the border team, so it usually would have died before then, but I still managed. Alright. Second non-spill, basically the first, but, like, faster and stuff like that, I guess. Alright, second spell. It's a streaming spell. So, you should be fine, though, unless you're magic team. And then it will last, like, 5 trillion years. I guess I could try to use Yomu's aiming to shoot her a little bit. If you're border team, this spell dies so fast, by the way. Anyway, yeah, there's not much to this spell. It's literally just streaming. Alright, and notice how Moko dies after every attack. Basically, what's happening is that she's like, every time you kill one of her spells, you're actually killing Moko, but she's resurrecting because of the Horai Elixir. So it's a really interesting thing going on. Anyway, third spell, this one, it's actually really easy. All you have to know is that you don't want to go through both purple waves at the same time. So just go through one before the other, and as long as you do that, you should be fine, honestly. Don't really know what else to say. It's not really that bad. Fourth non is where she starts firing like slow rings, which is a little bit annoying, but not really because they're so slow. I guess it can be kind of dense, but don't worry, it's not the worst to come. Alright, what is the fifth spell? I forgot. Oh wait, no, this is the fourth spell. This is Shufu's Dimension. Okay, so Shufu's Dimension. Stay at the very bottom and stream it. What you really want to do is, the thing is that the bullets at the bottom, the blue bullets cannot hurt you, but the red ones can. So go on top of where a blue bullet would be, and then basically that'll give you a safe spot for the red wave. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a weird attack. This non-spell is basically like the fourth, except it's, I don't know, it's faster, so it has more gaps, but it's also faster, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. Alright, Honest Man's Death. This one is a trick spell. So basically, the laser hitbox of this laser has a delayed spawn. So it's kind of like Kaguya's lasers. I don't know what it is about these immortals and their lasers, but they like their lasers to spawn late for some reason. Anyway, the point is the trick is that you're supposed to go into the laser instead of, like, try to run away from it. It's just a weird gimmick. But as long as you know that, then you can prepare for it. So yeah. Alright, now Moko's nons get really stupid. And don't worry, this isn't even the worst to come. Alright, what's next? Hollow Giant Wu? Alright, so what you can do, and what I like to do, is I like to kind of, like, go around her or something like that. That way I can give myself more room to move in. There's many ways to do this. This is just kind of how I like to do it. And at the end, I'll just kind of go, because I don't have to spin around again, because she'll die before these finish spawning. So all you have to do is have a root for it, and it'll be fine. Alright, now for more stupid nons. Oh god, I hate these so much. Alright, now for the Phoenix one. This one is just random dodging. There is no trick to it. I guess try not to hug the very bottom, I guess. But yeah, just try to be aggressive and don't let yourself get walled. It's really random, so you can get surprised like there. I should have macroed all of that, but no, whatever. The game cheated. Ah! I don't really care to restart over a spell that's so random anyway. And then this non-spell's impossible anyway, so yeah, this is a non-spell I was talking about. It's really stupid. It's fast, it's hard to read or predict. It's just like, if I were to try to No Miss No Bomb this stage, I would have to constantly reset over this non-spell in particular, and it would just get annoying. Like, I don't think it's worth it, so I'm not gonna bother. I'll just take the mistakes, because yeah, I kind of want to try to finish this LP series, well, as much of it as I can, because I'm about to move soon, so I'm not going to have as much time anymore, so yeah, I'm kind of in a rush to get these kind of finished, that way, you know, I don't just go on a super long hiatus. Oh, by the way, I should have talked about this spell itself. Well, it's okay, just do what I did. Okay, this spell, start on the top right. It's a timeout spell, by the way. Start on the top right and then slowly move around the screen. And then go to the bottom middle and then tap slowly. As long as you're tapping as late as possible but being very careful about your taps, you don't have to do the spinning around thing on this part. You can just tap up, up, up. You basically can stream this if you're very careful. So yeah, I like doing that better than the other strat where you spin around because it's a lot simpler, and with that other strat I always die, so yeah, I prefer this strat. And somehow these, I guess these familiars don't kill you if you're, I guess these familiars aren't even lethal if you're not Reimu, so that's good. You can run into them and not die. Anyway, the whole strat for this part is just to go in kind of a rectangle around the screen until it's over. And then there you go. Alright. Now for this spell, which is her, it's her final, well, kind of her final spell. I'll get to that later. So what you want to do is you just want to go around a slow circle. She'll start adding layers and layers until the end. So yeah, just keep going around a circle. She'll start firing aim stuff at you, so beware of that. But yeah, there you go. And then she's, of course, like every other boss in this game, Moko also has to have a bonus spell. This one is a timeout, so don't even bother trying to damage her. Basically, she fires these rings and they like expand and you have to go through the gap. It's... Actually, I don't really like this spell that much, because there's a certain wave ahead that I really don't like. It's not these waves, but... I'll try to get as far as I can, but if I die, then that means I don't get to really show the whole thing off. I guess I could go into spell practice if I die so I can show the whole spell, but let's try to prevent that by capturing this here and now. Alright, the fifth wave is the one that gets really stupid. So you have to like... Yeah, you have to do that. And then she does another wave just like that where you have to go to the right. But like... okay, I did it this time, but it's a really annoying maneuver that you have to do. Oh yeah, this one is weird, but it's a little bit of like random dodging, I guess. I don't know if it's static. It might be static. Anyway, for this wave, go above this thing right here, this little blue threshold right here, because if you go to the bottom, then you'll die, because those bullets start doing weird curvy things. And then at the very end, you just have to dodge some red bullets, which is actually really easy. And there, I captured it. Good, I don't have to showcase this in spell practice. And that was Moko. Yeah, shame I didn't do the No Miss No Bomb this time around, but honestly, let's be realistic. It's not very fun to restart a single stage just to capture one non-spell, which is super mega hard. God, back in 2012 or 2013, when I went for my No Miss No Bomb of the stage, it actually took me an entire month just because of that one non-spell. It was just so ridiculous. Now, granted, I wasn't as good back then, But like, I just have really bad memories of trying to perfect this stage and just having to restart over and over again over a non-spell. It wasn't just the non-spell that killed me. Like, sometimes I died to that Phoenix spell, sometimes I died to other stuff, but mostly it was that non-spell. Anyway, yeah, that was Moko. So yeah, next time, what we shall be doing is, well, as if this stage would ever end. Anyway, next time, what we shall be doing is we shall be going into spell practice and showcasing this. See you guys then.